Hello, we're gonna work on some handstands. First we're gonna stretch. We gotta take off the socks. Socks are off. What are we saying here? What are we saying? We're saying, Laura, when would you do your next bikini try on haul? I'm actually recording one this weekend. Good morning. Hope you have a wonderful day. I'm recording one this weekend, so it should go live by Sunday. But today I'm just gonna show you guys some handstand work, okay? Some handstands and some splits, unless you guys want me to show you guys. And I can also do a question answer, but first I want to practice a little handstands. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll be happy to answer everything. It's getting hot. It's getting very hot. What are we saying? Good morning, rise and shine. Where are you from? I am from Colombia, but I live in New York. Do a 360. I'll have this check. I feel like the lighting is a little bit weird. Let me clean my camera. Is the lighting weird? I feel like it's very sunny where I am. Okay. Ah. Ah. Okay. Okay. How do you do, how do you do for living? I am a personal trainer slash movement coach. You're weird. Jot the lighting. I don't know how to clean the camera. Like, maybe if I cover it a little bit. Does this help? Maybe if I go away from the sun on this side, you guys will be able to see better. Is this better? Yeah, this is actually a lot better. Let me just put it in the center so I have more space. Okay, I think this is a lot better. All right, we'll do another couple of handstands and then we're gonna move on to some splits. Exhausting. Now I'm gonna beat it. She's not real. She's impersonating a woman. What? I'm not real. Who am I impersonating? This is actually really funny. Who am I impersonating? I'm not impersonating anyone. I don't look like a woman. Do I look like a guy? That's not nice. Do I look like a guy? Well, if I do, try to control it. Try to control it and then go. You know, I'm not the best handstander because I have a ton of back flexibility and it makes me flip over to the other side. And I have been working on this, but I'm just not naturally good at handstands. It's not my best skill. was a little better. That was a little better. I can't control it. Yeah, it's not easy for me either. Keep it at it, dude. Thank you guys. Thank you. How old are you? Take a guess. Take a guess how old I am, guys. Take a guess. Any guesses on how old I am? 29, okay, 24. I do not live in India. I live in New York City. I live in Manhattan. Best city in the world. 31 makes me sad. Do I look 31? I'm not wearing any makeup today. This is my skin. Do I look 31? This is my bare face. 44, god damn it, you're an asshole. You look Hawaiian? I'm not Hawaiian. I'm actually 30 and I will be 31 in November. And Hawaiian is actually a really good compliment. 43, damn, you little bitch. I am not 43. And I don't think I look there. Okay, let's do some headstands. Headstands are a little bit easier for me because it's a strength one and I'm pretty strong. I'm just not good with finger strength. Ugh. That was a lot easier for me. That one I can hold forever. That one's a good skill I have. What did they say? I heard a fart. No farts. No, you don't look 30. Do you speak another language? My first language is Spanish because I was born in Colombia. So I speak fluent Spanish. If you can tell, I have a little bit of an accent in English. Brown eyes or not? I have pretty dark eyes, almost black. Do that again backwards. Sure. For all the little creeps. There it is. Easy stuff. That one's a lot easier for me. Nobody's born with black eyes or hair. My mom says I was born with green eyes, but as I got older, my eyes got dark brown. But according to her, I was born with green eyes. But now my eyes are pretty dark. My niece, my sister's daughter, everyone says she looks just like me, but she has dirty blonde hair and she has green eyes. Okay, so not a real accent you're speaking or like a Native American. Oh, that's kind of cool, but I'm not Native American. Yoga is from India. I did not know that. I got those same shorts. Thank you. Okay, so we have options. I did this live to because I get a lot of questions being like, oh, you should teach splits. And I never do that on my videos. On my videos, I usually do try on hauls because I get a lot of free products. So I did this live so that I could teach you guys some splits or handstand work. Question, do you do rhythmic? Yes, I started out as a rhythmic gymnast when I was a kid and a ballet dancer, and I used to coach it. I used to coach competitive gymnastics, but I no longer do that. So what would you guys like to see and do with me, like a follow along kind of? Options are splits, a little bit of handstand training. Squat, I can't barbell squat here, but I can barbell squat later on when I go to the gym. Okay, so options are splits, back mobility, or handstands. Let's vote. Split, okay, see a lot of votes for splits. Your diet, I don't really diet, so I can't give advice on that. Okay, so splits it is. Looks like everybody wants splits. Okay, so we'll do both splits. We'll start with side split and then move on to middle split. Okay, so usually how I warm up my splits is I go into this stretch. I don't have a name for it. It's kind of like a lunge, but to me it feels like an over split. because it stretches this hip area. Now, when I was a dancer, most of the split work that we do, we turn out the hip. But in proper flexibility and contortion training, you don't want to turn out the hip because it's actually bad for you. You see a lot of dancers have hip replacement and like hip issues later on in life, so you want to make sure that your hips are actually square. So I usually hold this for about a minute or two. There's a lot of people at the park and everyone's staring at me. This is really awkward. Anyways, then usually after a minute, I'll go into a split. And usually in dance, you're allowed to open up your hip, but in contortion, like I said, the right way to do it would be to try to keep the hip down. And usually I try to give it a little bit of an arch so that I could target this back hip area. Now, I'll give you guys, like, ideally, if you really want to get good at splits, you want to hold it for at least 2 minutes. Like when I was in gymnastics and as a dancer, we used to hold it for about 5 minutes. But these days, I only hold it for about 2 minutes because I don't really have a lot of goals as a gymnast. I don't have goals as a dancer. I just do it because I want to sustain it from time to time. So I would say you want to hold it for at least 2 minutes. If you want to be great at it, 5 minutes. Let me read some of the comments. She knows what she's doing. Hell yeah, I did it for a living. I was a competitive coach. Okay, so let's pretend I held that for 2 minutes. I don't have my Apple Watch with me today. And let's go ahead and go into the other side. So same thing I'm gonna do. Also, this turf is like burning my skin right now. And I didn't wear sunscreen, but it's all good. Okay, so we're gonna go into the other side and same thing, stretch this like back hip area and kind of find a little bit of an arch. I like to tell myself that I'm reaching back with my fingertips. When I was a kid, I used to be able to go all the way back with my hands. I can't really do that anymore because I lost most of my flexibility as I got older. But ideally, you want to reach back with your hands. What are you saying? What are we saying? What are we saying? How long did you do rhythmic? Not for long because my main focus was ballet, and the only reason I did rhythmic gymnastics was because I was very, very flexible as a kid, more than the other dancers because I'm hyperextended, but I'm double jointed. So I was told I should try out rhythmic, but I grew up in Miami, so it's a very Eastern European sport, so there wasn't like room for growth. Here in the US, it's not that big. So I was a teenager already when I was able to try it. I was already middle school, high school when I was able to try it. So I didn't get to do it for that long, but I did get to acquire some great skills from it because, like I said, a big portion of rhythmic gymnastics is flexibility as well as object manipulation. And flexibility does come a little more natural to me than other people because I'm hyperextended, double jointed, which is good and bad. Okay, so that's usually what I do. I would love to be in your shorts. Ew. You must go to the gym. Yes, I am a personal trainer. I worked out today for 2 hours at 6 a.m., but now I'm just doing some stretching. Have the check. Ew. Okay, I'm not gonna read that. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that. Okay, so now, usually, like if I'm going really hard on my splits, I would do an oversplit, but I don't have any tools to do an oversplit. An oversplit is when you have blocks or a box or a chair and you put your foot on that chair or box. I don't have any of that. Like, as you guys can see, I'm in a public park, so I don't have any of that. So I won't be able to show you guys that, but usually if I'm going really hard on my splits, I would do that. And then usually I like to finish with a middle split, which is it's a split where it's open. It's like turned down split. Usually for this one, I also like to put my foot on a chair and elevate it because that's how you get a real like full out gymnastic split. Usually I put my hand down, I reach over to one side. You want to hold each side hold for at least a minute, ideally 2 minutes. Let's pretend I did that. Just kind of moving along fast so you guys don't get super bored. And then you will move on to the other side. Same thing. I can't really read the comments. I'll get close and read the comments in a few seconds. And then you would stretch forwards. Same thing. You kind of just want to sit there. And this one you really want to hold for at least 5 minutes because this is kind of like the main part of your split. I'm going to go ahead and read the comments right now. There's people, it's pretty annoying. How can I do that in India? It's 9 p.m. I am self-appointed moderator. What? Okay, nothing important. I will continue. All right, so back in the middle split. You open up and you stretch forwards. Yes. And this one I would hold for about 5 minutes. I feel like I'm gonna get so burned right now because I'm in the sun. 5 minutes. Let's pretend I held that for 5 minutes. And then, like I said, you would go into some oversplit variation if you could. I am starting to do online programming for people that are actually very interested in learning how to do these things. I do online coaching and sale programs that you could do on your own on your spare time. Okay, so those were front and back split. Then usually after I do that, I'll go into some standing splits. What's going on? She should stop. She's doing wrong yoga. I'm not a yoga instructor. This is not yoga. So if you think this is wrong, that's your fault. This isn't yoga. I was a rhythmic gymnast and I was a ballet dancer. This isn't yoga. I don't know yoga. I'm not a yoga instructor. I know nothing about yoga. And I am not trying to teach you. I'm just showing you how I stretch. I was a pretty high level ballet dancer and I was a rhythmic gymnast. I did it professionally. I taught competitive gymnastics the whole time I was in college, and this is how we train. It's not yoga. Yoga, in fact, I find it boring and it's honestly very easy for me to do coming from competitive gymnastics and dance. So if you think this is wrong or it's bad, go do yoga. It's not, this is high level. This is not some little, I'm gonna touch my toes yoga. So it's not for you. Okay, so now, I usually go into standing splits. This is usually how you warm up hits in class. We go into some kicks. We usually do about 10 of these. On the 10th one, I usually make the kids hold. And like I said, this is just a warm-up. Flexibility in gymnastics and ballet, it's the bare minimum. I know people think of yoga, adults think of yoga as a workout, but in gymnastics and ballet, we don't think of it as a yoga, as a workout. We think of it as a warm-up. It's the bare minimum that you have to do to complete things. Okay. High level. Yes. Who is this person? Go Orange Kush. Thank God I would ever hear words I don't do yoga from a fit girl. Yeah, no, I don't do yoga. I find yoga very boring, to be honest. But you do you. You are in your late 30s. I am not in my late 30s. I might look old because I'm not wearing any makeup, but I'm only 30. Sorry. Then you don't even know yoga if you think yoga is to be easy. The flexibility component of yoga I find very easy, and take it however you want to take it. The flexibility component for somebody that's been training more on the contortion level, I find it easy. The strength portion of yoga is very hard. Yeah, the strength portion of it is extremely hard, but the yoga classes that I take don't really incorporate that. So that's the reason that I say that yoga is boring and easy. But I'm sure if you go to like higher levels of yoga and the strength stuff is extremely hard. What is happening in this life? Nothing is happening. Okay, let's go ahead and go into some back bending. And I'm gonna let all my yoga people be. What is she saying? Do some cobra stretching. Adjust the camera closer to you. Sure. So many depend on cosmetics to look attractive. That's true. I definitely depend on cosmetics to look attractive. I'm not wearing any makeup right now. All right, let's do a couple more back bends. What are we saying? What are we saying? You didn't get whatever you're doing is just basic yoga positions. Yeah, I'm sure. That's true. That's true. You're right. I'm sure it's basic yoga positions. Okay. Let's keep moving right along. For my yoga people, this is for you. Since you all think I'm doing basic yoga, this one goes out to you. Because I'm sure all you yoga people can do this with your eyes closed like I can. Ta-da! Yoga people, can you do that? I can do it with my eyes closed, little bitches. Don't break your back. Nah, it's not gonna break. I'm thinking mixed background. It's what? It's your you guys are cracking me up. Okay, okay. What should I show now? Or just answer questions? I can tell you keep this channel up, you're going to blow up. I'm a little bit shy sometimes to post things, to be honest. Why do you pre-record? I didn't know you could go live on YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple more chin stands and then I'm gonna move on. Maybe I could do some question answer stuff. My knees are getting burned from this thing. Okay, what are we saying now? Do you do push-ups with a clap? I don't know how to do that, to be honest. I don't know how to do push-ups with a clap. Yoga's about running out of breath, controlling the deep breath if possible. That's true. No, you know what? Let me not talk shit about yoga. I have never done yoga from a qualified, trained instructor, and that's probably why I haven't been fond of it. I'm sure if I have a qualified instructor, I would find it fun. Here in New York City, in Manhattan, you have a lot of random people teaching yoga that don't really know what they're doing, and that's probably why I haven't found it entertaining. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys a couple more. Laura, please do what? Laura, please do like facing camera. I don't understand. No Palestine? I'm all for Palestine. Palestine. I need a personal trainer, but I'm afraid you're gonna fall in love with me. Ugh. Okay, so a couple more poses, and then we're gonna keep it moving because you're all getting bored. Other side. This one kind of is like a little bit harder for me because internal rotation on the shoulder kind of hurts me a little bit. What are my people saying? Okay. Damn monster, you can leave now. Don't cry for yoga. It is difficult. You, but not for her. Man, she don't care. What? No, I'm not a yoga teacher. I am a movement coach based on gymnastics training. We take practice, we take pieces from all disciplines, including boxing, gymnastics, yoga, Olympic weightlifting, and we put it all into one practice. Other side. For my yoga people, I promise one day, if I go to India, I'll take a yoga class. That way I would have proper training and I won't find it boring. And I would like it more, okay? I wasn't trying to talk shit about yoga. I can't see anything. It's so sunny. What are we saying? You're from Vanessa? Yes. It stinks. What? You want an excuse to show off your body? I can wear a shirt if you feel like I'm showing off my body too much. It's just extremely hot. And no, I don't want to show off my body. I want to show off my skills. Okay. So, what should I, did you guys want, I have about 15 more minutes left to do this live. Options are, I can either do a question answer, no ass shots, or I could do more split work or back stuff. So let's go ahead and pick something for me to do. So options are, I'm gonna move to the shade. I can't see right now. It is so freaking hot. We can either do split work or we could do back stuff or question answer. I'm sweating. Okay, so what are question answer? Okay, let's do question answer. You mentioned dance. No, I don't dance anymore. I retired when I was literally 17 years old, 18 years old. People are saying edging. I don't even understand what that means. Okay, any other questions? Are you single? No, I am married. I got married last year. I am married. Any other questions? I could get some personal training. I do online coaching, and I sell programs as well. Your husband is where? He's not here. And he doesn't like social media. He hates social media, and he hates anything that's not private, so you're never gonna see him. You just crushed my heart. Okay. I'm glad you're married. Ugh. Any other questions? So I wish I could see better. The sun doesn't let me see anything. What does it say? Can you speak any? I can speak Spanish. What's your favorite memory? I have a few memories that I really like. Probably my wedding. I really loved my wedding. I was really happy when I came to the US. Your husband needs to fix up ASAP. My husband is a good guy. He's a great guy. That's all he needs to be. ¿Estuviste en España? No, nunca he estado en España, pero mi abuela vivía en España y mi hermano está viviendo en España en este momento, pero no, nunca he ido. Okay, any other questions? What are you doing? Fitness? I am a movement coach. Me personally, I do strength and conditioning, but what I coach to people is movement, which is fitness from a more gymnastics, strength training kind of perspective. I'm learning Spanish. Okay. Let's just talk. Questions will follow. Okay. Click the name. You can add me as a managing moderator to help with the filtering. I don't, oh, my neck is hurting. I honestly don't diet. I wonder if I can make this a little taller so I don't have to. I should have brought my tripod. Okay, I don't diet. I don't diet because I believe that a big part, I'm just gonna put it here so I can see better. But then you guys can't see me, fuck. Okay, I believe that part of happiness in life comes from food, so I don't diet. I kind of eat everything, to be honest. Can you show us around? No, I'm not gonna show you around. I'm not trying to get killed. What else do I got? Are you a fast food person? I'm not a fast food person, but I'm definitely a sugar person. I love sweets. Sweets is definitely something that I think I consume more than I should. I love like a good dessert. I smoothies, which is honestly a lot of sugar. Yeah. But yeah, my diet is all over the place. Where are you from? I was born in Colombia. It's a country in South America, and I came to the United States when I was 10 years old, and I grew up in Miami. But I've been living in New York for, I want to say, 13 years. So I consider myself a New Yorker now because I've lived here longer. I've lived in New York longer than I've lived anywhere. When I lived in Miami, I lived in a place called Kendall. And I still go back to Miami pretty often because my parents have a place in Miami Beach, but I would never live there now, to be honest. I wouldn't live there now. But yes, what do you do? Well, I'm well educated. Well, I actually majored in media studies when I went to college, but I actually ended up not doing that as my career. I had a corporate job for, I want to say, 4 years, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the corporate environment. I still don't like the 9 to 5 life. In fact, the only thing I don't like about the current job that I have now is that I don't have a ton of autonomy. And in my ideal perspective, I want to have control over every single hour. I still want to coach, but I want to pick the times that I do things, and it's not, yeah, that's not something you can have with corporate jobs. No, you don't have an education. Okay, thanks a lot. Well, I guess my college degree is not an education, but okay. Yeah, that's all I have, a college degree, but I guess it's not enough to be educated. Any other questions that are not gonna make me sad, like somebody telling me I'm not educated? This is the reason why I feel like it's so hard for influencers and people to like put themselves out there, because like the one mean comment that you get, it kind of like throws you off, and like you gotta have like very tough skin to not let it bother you. Okay, you look sick. I'm not sick. Any other questions, my friends? Is your husband Spanish too? No, my husband is not Spanish at all. He is American. He is super American. Like his whole he's like the whitest thing ever. He's completely American. Okay, you could be staying in the homeless capital of the world. No worries, you could. Is New York the homeless capital of the world? I would think it would be San Francisco, but okay. Don't be listening to haters, ignore them, get more moderators, or kick them out and block them. So, yeah. Okay, here's night in India. Yeah, here in New York, it's actually 11:56 in the morning. It's about to be 12 in the afternoon. Do you date black men? I am married. So I don't date anyone anymore. But I didn't date a ton of people in general when I was single. I had like 3 boyfriends and then I got married. The homeless capital is LA? Oh, I didn't even know that. That's good information. I can't see very well, guys. Okay, what else? Any other questions? Te invito esta tarde a un helado en mi pueblo, blah, 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 blah. She's lodging, super American. What does lodging mean? I don't know what lodging means. I'm super German. I love that. One of my best friends is from Germany. My best friend is from Germany, actually. Okay. We got about a couple more minutes of questions. Oh, my shoulder's bothering me. I want to stretch out. I'm going to go live today again at 5:30 p.m. with my little sister. We're going to do some squats. We're going to do some barbell squatting. If anybody wants to watch that, I will be going live at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time, New York. Okay, so if anybody's interested in seeing some barbell squatting, I will be showing that today. To find a job is very difficult to get in here because of discrimination. Oh, that's not good. That's terrible. You have a sister? Yes, I have a younger sister. She's very pretty. She's prettier than me. She's gorgeous. She has a daughter. She's the prettiest girl I've ever seen. You guys are gonna love her. Okay. We're gonna do some barbell squatting. We're gonna do some chin-ups. We're gonna do some pull-ups. Although she doesn't know how to do pull-ups, but I'll be doing pull-ups. I could do a lot of pull-ups. I could do like 12 pull-ups. Is she single? No, she's married and she has a 5-year-old daughter. I love your nails and toes. Ooh, that's creepy. I should probably put on my socks. Let me put on my socks now that I'm done doing my skills. Okay, guapa está. I love your hair, nails and toes. No, she's not single. She's married. Any other questions? Can you give me a shout out, please? Shout out to Tottenham. I don't know how to pronounce that. Tottenham? Tottenham? I love your socks too, you freaking creeps. Okay, how old are you? I'm 30. Okay, is there discrimination finding job? I think that job discrimination honestly happens everywhere. It's just on the down low. I don't think that there is a single place in the planet that doesn't discriminate for different reasons. Like, I once had somebody, like when I was applying for corporate jobs, tell me, oh, but it must be so easy for you to find a corporate job because you're a minority and companies always want minorities. And I thought that was so rude because, to be honest, as a minority, you actually feel like so intimidated and uncomfortable in a lot of these situations. And I think that it's a little bit more difficult than people think. People think that you're going to be like the one minority hire, but it's a little bit more difficult than that. Okay, why are you not giving me a reply? I probably didn't read it. What did you say? Okay, anything else? Anything else, guys, before I go? Anything else? Shoulders on fire. I want to get a massage. Okay, we did the splits. We did the back stuff. What else are we doing, guys? What else are we doing here? Can you upgrade me to managing mod? She's from Miami. She cares about Indian trash. What? I've actually only had Indian food once and I got sick from it. But I'm sure it's great. I just haven't had it the right way. And I don't like spicy food. I hate spicy food. I cannot eat spicy food to save my life. Okay, so looks like everybody's done with the questions. I'm gonna finish up some training for myself. I'll keep the camera running, but I won't be really looking at it. So if you have something to say, you have about 30 seconds for me to read it, and then I'm just gonna do my thing, okay? Do you like, okay, bye, good luck. What? You people are funny. Okay, looks like those are all the questions I'm gonna get. Okay, I'll put my hair up and I'm gonna do some, well, I don't know, the problem is that I can't record videos if I stay on this live, and I do want to record some content. Ew, that's disgusting. All right, guys, I'll be going back live today at 5:30 p.m. and I will see you then. By the way, I am more active on TikTok and Instagram. So if you like my content, I would follow me on TikTok and Instagram. YouTube, I'm the least active because it's the most work. I'm not answering because I didn't see it. I didn't see it. All right, I'm gonna put the camera, I'm gonna leave it running for about 5 more minutes and then I'm gonna turn it off.